I'm here at Lords with Neil Dexter, winner of the Brooks Macdonald Player of the Month award for August and September 2012. Congratulations, Neil. What a fantastic finish to a season it's been.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's ended nicely. Obviously would have liked it to start that way and then continue from there, but it hasn't been. It's been a tough year. But yeah, it's always nice to end strongly and take that now, hopefully, to the start of next season.
Well, if there's any consolation, you certainly weren't the only good batsman that was struggling early on. It was pretty tough conditions, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's been a mixture. I think for the last 2 years, I think obviously not having the heavy roller has played a big part, and then I think this year the weather, I think, has been a crucial part in the way the wickets have played. I think it's done a lot more than what they normally have, and yeah, it has been tough. But I think if you actually do stick in, I think Chris Rogers is another one, a quality player that stuck in, went through a very tough patch and came through it, and obviously successful road scorer again, as he has done over the last few years. And I think it's down to a few factors, and it's at the end of the season you've got to try and cash in when the wickets are a bit flatter. But at the end of the day, I've had a tough year, and just to get some runs any time was good.
Well, you've certainly come good at the right time, Neil. 2 championship hundreds, an innings of 90 and an unbeaten knock of 84 in the last 5 weeks show that you're in exceptional form. Having stood down from the captaincy earlier on this season with a view to concentrating on finding your form, how pleasing is it for you that things have worked out this way?
Yeah, it has. I think obviously I've had a lot on my mind from through the winter and then obviously started the season, and to have someone like Chris Rogers to take over the captaincy obviously helped me a lot. He's done obviously a lot of help towards me, and at the moment I definitely think I did the right thing. I think I just needed to find myself again really in cricket, get my confidence back, and I knew that would come if I just got the one score underway, which I did when I came back into the team, and obviously from there it continued to flow. But I think with the captaincy, I think you almost forget to concentrate on your own game, and I think with other things happening in my life, and then obviously with the captaincy, I think I was trying to take too many things on, and obviously wasn't focusing on the thing that I would do best, and that's batting. And I think at the moment I definitely think it was the right decision, and as much as I still want to be captain, obviously I think if I'm scoring runs it's going to be helping Middlesex at the moment, and I think we can obviously look at it at a later stage.
Well, I think it was a brave decision and clearly a very difficult one for you, but I think in hindsight, as your form would suggest, it's clearly been the right one, and I think, as you say, Middlesex are now benefiting from that form that you found. I mean, that 100 up at Edgbaston you hit was clearly a hugely important innings for you. You could tell that by the way you celebrated. Must have meant something really special. Yeah,
it did. I think Middlesex have been so supportive with everything. I must admit, Angus Fraser, can't thank the guy highly enough. He's been there through the winter when everything happened, and said I couldn't have asked for a closer knit family really at Middlesex, and that 100 meant a lot just for me, obviously for my brother, and yeah, it was a very emotional one. It took me quite a while to get there, so when I did get there, yeah, it was very emotional, and 100 that I obviously will remember for the rest of my life. And obviously I want to just keep continuing to do well for myself, and obviously for my brother to keep proving and making him proud, and obviously everyone at Middlesex too who've backed me 100% through everything. And obviously I've got to thank everyone there. I think I've been through a tough year. I've doubted myself at times a bit when you go through quite a bad patch, but no, everyone supported me, and obviously not even turned obviously an eye, and just thought that I would get back there, which I have done, and so I've just got to thank everyone for that too.
Well, thanks for your honesty, Neil. It's clearly been a very difficult year for you. You maintained the captaincy of the one-day side, agonisingly close again to qualifying for the semi-finals of the CB40. Whilst disappointing, it must be fabulous that we've shown certainly a lot of potential in the one-day form of the game.
Yeah, I think we, as a team, we're improving in a big way. I think from last year to this year, there's been a big improvement. I think a few games this year could have gone our way again. I think the weather's affected some, but it's for the same for most of the teams this year. I think weather's affected a lot, so we can't harp on that too much. So yeah, we definitely improving, and that's what I want to see. Inches away from qualifying, and hopefully we keep improving. We'll get that spot next year.
Good to hear, mate. Well, look, there's clearly plenty of positives to take out of the one day form, and also the first class game. I mean, first year back in Division 1. A lot of talk about it being a difficult step up from Division 2 after such a long wait up into the top flight. How do you think we've adjusted? I mean, I think you can take a huge amount of positives, clearly.
Yeah, I think so. I think at the end of last season, everyone talks about Middlesex going to go straight back down again, and I knew we wouldn't. I think we played some consistently good cricket last year. Everyone who's doubted us, I think, will be eating their words a bit now, and I think look at it, we weren't actually far from the very top. A few other games up at Durham, could have won them, 1 or 2 others, and who knows, we could have been champions of the first division. But I think for a start in the first division, it's a great start, and I think we continue just to keep the squad as we have done over the last few years. I think it takes a lot of hard work, and we've come a long way in quite a short space, and I think that's all credit to Angus, Richard Scott and Sir Richard Johnson with the bowlers. I think they've done an incredible job, and Mark O'Neill with the batsmen. I think we've come a long way, which takes a few counties a lot longer, I think it can do, and I think we've just got to make sure that we maintain it and work even harder, because we have come a long way, and I believe that if we stick as what we've been doing, we'll compete at the top in the first division for quite a long time.
That's good to hear, mate. Finally, on a personal note, I believe congratulations are in order. Your wedding this week to the beautiful Kaylee. Congratulations from everyone at the club.
Thank you very much.
What are the winter months have in store for you now?
Just been away in Bath, which was very nice, just for a two-night romantic break. Which was very good, and our family are coming over at the end of the month, and we're going on a family holiday with my other brother, which is going to be a nice one and a good way to celebrate everything. So yeah, looking forward to that. Then I'm back in January. With the rest of the boys, just bought a new place, so we'll be living in that, and I think safe to say that I'll be permanent resident in the UK from January onwards.
Well, Neil Dexter, congratulations once again on being named as the Brooks Macdonald Player of the Month for August and September. Couldn't happen to a nicer chap. It gives me huge pleasure to do this interview. Thanks again.
Thank you very much.